Hold on, let me light my candle. Because I was just thinking, I was hearing somebody doing a video saying, like, a, a high value woman, and it's something about like choosing a mate. If she chose a mate that maybe weak or whiny or do these particular things or something, then she can't be a high value woman because she wouldn't have chose that man. But that's the thing. I was thinking high value women, it really don't have nothing to do with like the money that you have or anything like this. It's about your values. You know what I'm saying? Or what you value. Or I was thinking also, even like in today's day, with people gaining access to people and then controlling them or something like this. This would sound like something that somebody would do once they realize they demolished the masculine or they emasculated the man in your life. Meaning you chose a young man, even because you know they say most. I'll just talk about in my case. In most situations, people will say that like a high school relationship or high school love, especially if you get pregnant in high school, like this shit is not supposed to work. Like those relationships don't last, right? So it's almost like somebody is following someone that has something to prove, but it's not proving anything. It's just proving that somebody is unbothered and unbreakable. Okay, somebody can see what people are doing. Okay, so okay. So say that's your situation. You grow from that. You have a family. You guys do really well. You actually are very financially stable, like more than all the other people that will be doing almost that could compare their life to yours in the first place. Meaning they graduated from high school, they got jobs, they started a family, they have a home, they, you know, nobody's competing with anybody, but out of most of the people that are doing what you're doing pretty well, right? Even if you're not supposed to, even in my situation when only one person was working, right? And you guys have, well, that can change. You guys have more money saved up than even your parents and like, or regular everybody else's parents or something like this. Like, okay, um, you might even have something like this going on, or your peers. I will say that, okay. And somebody has something to prove. Most of the time, it's something that somebody has to prove. Um, if you're on this radar of one of these organizations or something like this. Okay, they don't like that. They need you to be begging or groveling or hoping or just obsessing over having some job or position or place with them at the end of the day. And I was thinking high value women are born that way. You'll notice yourself how you walk through life, the things you did choose. Now, once you get these things, I can't control if there's an outside organization that wants to tear my family apart. You get what I'm saying? I'm still going to be high value. It's just I might put up with some shit that may make you think because you think what you think a high value person is and what I think a high value person is could be two different things, right? So even when I was younger, when I was scouting, when I was well not scouting, but when I was dating or talking to guys, there's certain things you would have to be doing or something like this, or I am not talking to you. So even as a young girl, I was already, you know, dealing with people, or even if I was going to be having a baby or something like this, the now I don't know about what dark shit they have going on behind their lives, but the three masculines that I was dealing with seriously ever, like somewhat seriously, or that I really like looked at as they would be decent people to be with for a long time, or procreate or whatever, right? So the masculine, my boyfriend, when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna break up with him for now so I could go out there and see what's out there, it's kind of dying out or something, but I'm gonna do this, and when I come back, I'm gonna marry him. That's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? But even the masculine energy that I was talking to, okay, that uh, was thinking that the when because I got pregnant when I was broken up with this masculine, but I still was seeing him once in a while. But I had started talking to somebody else, and even this person, right? I had to be honest with them about, like, I don't know what's up. So this is the baby, and this is what's going on. But both of these people wanted to take care of this, were in with already taking care of the child, or wanting to take care of the child. That's how I know how to pick somebody that's high valuable at that level, right? Now we go through changes in life. People join shit, people do stuff, things like this, things change. You can't help that. Most likely a high value woman does see this something coming towards her, or something like this, okay? And maybe there's things that she can do, or she may not know what to do, or she may be, or it might catch somebody off guard, okay? But my thing is, I feel like I did pick good things in my life, okay? But I think that there's always been a group of people, or somebody, this could even be somebody's mother, that was in competition, or would have to have a reason why this person was living and these people were living a certain lifestyle, and your child that's supposed to live that lifestyle ain't living it. I feel like somebody was trying to cover their ass, and this person was coming and recruiting people around somebody all these years to see, like, okay, you made something of yourself then. Okay, yeah. You stopped, you stopped some type of verbal abuse in the family with your children. Okay, you were able to keep your girls, in line. They weren't out there being fast or running around and everything. Okay, somebody wanted to come in and fuck your shit up anyway. They wanted to mess up all your hard work because you dedicated your family to your children, and somebody didn't. Whatever you were gonna do, this person was going to ruin it. If I dedicated myself to being a doctor, these people would probably try to find out where I got my doctorate. They will probably find out where my practice is. They will come in. Maybe somebody will act like they got some kind of infection from some type of treatment that I gave them. They will do a malpractice. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what walk of life. I just think the most fucked up thing you could do is a feminine energy that dedicated herself to her home, is to try to come and cause a disaster there, especially if she was doing a good job, or a job better than you. You see? Okay. So we have to understand that there's a mark on some of us that are high value from the start. Everybody can't just run up to us. Everybody can't just be friends with us. Everybody can't just get it. You know what I'm saying? And again, another thing about a high value person, that's I feel like this is why some of us, they place these people that you thought you were so close with, like that cousin that y'all were so close since babies, the play sisters that you were so close since children, like sisters. Nobody could tell that y'all wasn't really fucking sisters. Everybody thought y'all was sisters. This is what I say. It could have been that way most of your life. It could have been that way. But one day, these people get an offer because somebody seen that they couldn't stop you, high value woman. And then all of a sudden shit starts switching up and changing around you. That don't make me not a high value woman. That makes the woman that's coming after me on that level throughout my entire life, watching me, stalking me, trying to be me, sitting in my position, giving my position to everybody else, doing it. That means that person is a low value woman. It doesn't matter how much money she got. It don't matter how many connections she got. It don't matter how good she looked. It don't matter how good she smelled. It don't matter about none of those things. If you took any of your time out to try to ruin somebody that you did know was high value, or they were meant to do something, if you took any time out to try to stop them, whether it's because you wanted to date them and you wanted to put them in their place, or you wanted to rule over them, or you wanted to be more controlling than them, whatever this is, that makes you not a high value woman. It doesn't do anything to the woman that's high value because she will sit there and watch these selections come in and out, rich, small, fat, skinny, tall, ugly, whatever this is, and she will not even be engaging with any of them fucking people. She could be on her lap. This is somebody that could have even wanted you to be, um, like you, you have to run out of one like you gotta like basically escape a relationship or a situation once you see it for what it is, or once you can't take it no more. Because it really, you could see some shit like that it is for a long time and still be high value. It's like when you say I can't take it no more. It ain't when the crowd that been trying to get you out the house, or the crowd that been trying to manipulate something, or now they feel bad and they want to come back for you, the family or whatever this is. That's still somebody, a high value person is when they make their decisions on their own. They don't have no crowd of people running with them or to tell them when it's time to go, or they have a back seat that they can go sit into when they want to leave out of an abusive relationship. They can just go sit on the good ship, until something come in. Now that's how this is what sources telling me that how I was supposed to. Like there's supposed to be um some type of resources for those of us like this. Like in that Mother movie, she had to go to that place and get whatever. There's supposed to be some type of resources or something like this. Okay, because this kind of stuff doesn't happen to regular everyday people is what we want to go ahead. But somebody wants you to still think that you regular everyday people. And when they pull out your energy, that everything crashed and burned because they left. But no, it's just you left with the shit that belonged to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the high value woman ain't never worried about nobody that's around them that's not purposely coming for them and pretending to be their friend or their family member, their child, their husband, and coming for. Do you understand what I'm saying? And or what their opinion is about anything that she's doing. That's something else that can make you a high value.
Where's the lighter?
Hmm?
The lighter.
Can you turn off that light? Most of the time, these women can be in heavy, chaotic situations and still keep her head up and still keep her head on straight and still be mindful of herself and others. You see, I feel like people be, they get dressed real nice and everything, and they get on here and they tell you what a high, and most of these people is not high value. Some of these people are the lowest of the low. Some of these people have a low IQ. Some of these people have a lower mindset. You get what I'm saying? At some point in time, somebody gave them some type of offer, maybe, and they signed a deal with the devil. And this is why they're able to gracefully walk around here looking like something high value, but it's really not. Like Lucifer or Satan or the bad guy, or we'll call him the dark man, came very beautiful, very like, I'm about to give you this light or this enlightenment. Most of these people that attack high value people, they don't never show up physically in your life. They're pulling strings from the behind the scenes to make you move, or that's what I'm saying, that to make you, to manipulate you to move in the steps that they want you to. The high value woman knows that something like this is going on, and she might even stand her ground even longer, even if it's unbearable, because I know what you're trying to do. And somebody's like, oh, I'm trying to help you. No, somebody wants to help you over something so that they can end you over there, because this person is about to get, the heat is on these people that did whatever this is, that been hiding your social or using your social. Somebody's mother, or this is a clone of your mother or an alien mother or something, has been giving men your social security number to live a certain type of lifestyle or pick them up or something like this. A high value woman or man comes across a high value woman or man on any other level, and they want to see them do okay. They don't want to tear that person down. They're okay with other high value people showing up, or they're okay with the daughter being chosen and being pulled up how she was, right? But some of these people want to put a stumbling block or block you or put a wall up or something like this. I noticed last night before I fell asleep, my D baby was playing with these toys again. The same toys. She always keep them in this basket. It's the same toys. And whatever that wall is was kind of back up. Okay. So this could also be something where if a masculine energy was like, my thing is I know that these people don't have no higher ranking than me. They've just been in a position that I was supposed to be in longer. They have already been in a position that I or you were supposed to be in. So they already know the ropes. So it's hard to get past these people. But say that they're not the king, I'm the king. But it's easy for them to block me as if I'm not the king and still sit over there as if they the king that making the decisions. You guys see what I'm saying? Just like a child growing up realizing that, you know, the regent or a queen mother or something like this has been manipulating their whole kingdom all they like. They haven't got to choose one thing. They haven't got to choose anything about how something is in the palace or anything. And if you have, they've been using some type of try to use hypnosis or some kind of secret program to get access to you to because there's some information that you may hold within you that they don't have that they need to continue to up with this facade. Maybe these people they messed up or they got pregnant and they had to be a single mom or they had to do something like this. Is somebody holding a grudge like this about something that they did wrong and their life looks better now since they latched on to whatever blessings are supposed to be coming to you or me, so their life or these people that want to tear you down or get you out of the way, those people, they've teamed up with those people, okay, that already must have had some kind of jealousy or envy or animosity towards you or me as a high value individual. People with high value people kind of know how they going to be able to address you or not. That's why most people try to snake up on you or they try to do things around you or create turmoil around you first, thinking that's going to weaken you. So by the time they get to you, you're weak, you disgruntled, you can't see, you desperate, you're thirsty, you don't know what to do. It's like a mirage, something like this. You thinking, is this the real thing here where I'm actually going to be able to vacate this shit? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like high value people never let their surroundings dictate what's going on in their inner core or how they going to look at life or something like this. That's how I look at it. Because we have these conversations all the time. But most of the time, be honest. When you hear somebody say a high value man, what are you thinking about? Your first thing you're looking at is probably his nice shoes, suits, ties, nice haircut. Somebody that looked like $1 million when they walking in the room. You're not thinking about any. Most people go to the outer appearance when they think about when they hear that word high value or somebody that got money or structure or they got it going on or their businesses, whatever. Some of these people may not be in business at all. They got the money. Some of these times it could be your fucking money. They got the money to promote a certain they got the money to promote the appearance that promotes a certain type of lifestyle. It's almost like using those finances to put up a shell of a lifestyle and really, everything is paid for. Like somebody get a nice house, pay cash for it. They pay like everything could be already paid for, and then this person is just basically maybe have a small business that they work smarter, not harder. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but the fact that if you stole that from somebody else, but if you didn't, there's nothing wrong with it. Somebody trying to cover up something because I feel my fault. I don't know what happened to the thing. Mm, It's very tricky because usually when you've gone your whole life, you 30, 40, 50 years old or something like this, and you know, let's get off the high value, and you're one of these children that has been displaced out of your destiny. These people are at a point right now where it could be very dangerous for you. They don't want this facade to go away. They don't want to get caught. They don't want to go to some of these people. They didn't came back here. They didn't found some kind of scientist to retrace that, having them come back here 20 years younger? Do they want to spend the rest of them that time that they're going to be here on earth? Or they frozen in time or something like this to try to freeze their beauty? You think they want to go to jail now and be sitting up in there for these crimes and shit, this racketeering and all this shit that they was doing? This identity fraud or whatever this is. Somebody trying to prove a point. And it's just like something just gotta be. Something just is. Somebody just is, and somebody is trying to prove a point. And that's what's gonna fuck somebody up in the end. Because it's like, even if, let's say, like, this is some kind of secret society your family is in, and your grandfather was doing it just, or your a father figure or something was doing it just fine, and then all of a sudden you supposed to jump in, but you didn't get that opportunity. It's a hateful, evil, wicked stepmother or mother or sister or something that gets in that position or something like this. And then things start going awry, and then somebody looks into that mother or that person or this woman that's so like making you have to go through all these courses over and over again. Why, bitch? Why are you doing that? You wasting our money, time, our resources. What the fuck are you doing that for? Somebody keep trying to make something go so people could be like, forget it. We're just not even gonna do this with her no more. Like, so they'll say they don't want to do it with you no more because every time they dealing with you, it's bad shit that's happening. But it's really the people that's around them that don't want people to find out what you really are capable of, or what's really yours, or what is this is a mess. Something is a fucking mess, and it's gonna have to just, oh motherfucking well. This is the people that are trying to make you start thinking, well, damn, maybe it is the other person that's the royal, or maybe it's the other person that is in this higher up, that's a higher up person, or these are also people that are sitting here listening to you figure this shit out because they don't know what's next, and they hoping that you drop something that they will be able to pick up to take to the next level while they sitting in your seat. There's something about these people having like a love hate situation or relationship with people like you or me. Always coming up with the next best thing or person so that they can let you free after taking everything from you or blocking up every opportunity. A high value person is never going to sit there and constantly or even once try to block somebody deserving from something that they're deserving of. And you should not even try to dictate who's deserving of what. That's why I'm saying these people are out of line. These are people that's in the wrong place. They need to be plucked out for others can move on, even if it's just me, because somebody could be the most valuable motherfucker out of all of them. Somebody trying to get their rocks off on your, I mean, the journey is very valuable on making your journey more difficult, but it's really because they're hiding something. Somebody wanted you to be humiliated. And when people find out what this person did or orchestrated and who they are to you and all these things, this person is going to be more embarrassed than you ever could be. High value people also know that they can't control other people or they can't control somebody else's outcome, especially if that person is chosen for something else. Somebody wants you to live the life that they lived, or they want to, I don't know. They want to, it's not living vicariously through you. It's whatever you chose. Like, okay, you were going to grow up to have many choices and options. Somebody moved you out the way, could have gave your identity or something to somebody else so that you won't have those options. Okay, you don't have those options no more. And somebody is still fucking with you or me or whoever this is. And they call themselves high value people don't spend their time trying to figure out how to ruin somebody else's life. They don't do that. They don't need to control other people and where they end up and what they end up doing or be in control of many different people because they're too busy worried about, they're not even worried about, they're too busy standing in a high value, like, cell. I don't know. It's like a, you know, they're not chasing after no man, not even one fucking time, you know? But most of the time, these are magnets, high value people, real ones are magnets of low vibrational people. And then these people, generally, or these beings, because of whatever bitch shit is triggered in them, you see, they're able to then, it's a playground. It's heaven for a person like this to be able to restrict or trap or take from that type of person here. Because high value people, usually shit is still coming in for you. You may not be getting it. Somebody else could be getting these blessings or blocking them before they get to you, or they keep you in some type of, I don't know, they're trying to keep you stuck or something like this so they can continue to pick off your tree as this strange fruit that God is sending for you grows in, right? You may not even notice that this fruit, like, you could be the tree or the stem. Or I was also thinking about this steel, these tariffs on steel, because I was looking at the last name post yesterday. And I was thinking about like a flag post or conquering or putting down your flag or whatever this is. And I looked at that coat of arms and it's very regal, it's very royal. Somebody could have like transport with between New York and Florida and Chicago and Florida. But really, I'll be thinking that there's a slick something with New York, like Chicago is Chicago, but New York is the underground portion of that. Somebody's, there's a secret here. I'm starting to see back a little bit about who is the head of whatever this is. Who is at the of something or what? Yeah, people think that that's what a high value person is, but it's really about, it's like a it's actually could be the mindset, right? Swords energy, king, queen of swords, accuracy. Even with these people playing these games with you outside of your life, targeting you in your so-called life, um, you could be sitting there in one spot for a long time. It's accuracy. It's about being. Also, somebody might be getting tired of waiting you to make a move, but it's the move they don't understand because they low value that. That's, I know that that's the move that you want me to make. So guess what? It's almost like if you were in an open field and somebody and there was a sniper on top of a building, like miles away, like pointing this, like it's almost about accuracy. Like, it's like canvassing the area with your eyes or something like this and seeing what's the best option for you. Somebody wants to, they want you to jump, um, maybe, okay. Um, I don't think it's the best thing for you or me though. Not right now. Usually, and it's like, oh well, if you just scared to take a, No, 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 no. Somebody, this is a something is a setup. I could feel it. It's been a setup your whole life, but now some people are getting restless here because some people are asking questions. Somebody's flipping over them documents and looking at it one more time. Something is going on here. Somebody might give a fuck. You know? Yeah. I rarely think it has to do with the amount of money, the company that's being kept, or any of this, the way you dress or anything. I don't think that. I just think that the high value is a vibe. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's a mindset because you can't control no other person around you. If a motherfucker is lying to you, they lying to you. You can't, you may not be able to, you may suspect, you may see with your gifts or something like this, but um, mm. And the way this shit work with people gathering teams and stuff, I can see these people gathering teams and things behind the scenes. People that's compromised, that can't just pull the cord on their own or make that executive decision. You know, mm, high value people are able to maybe like locate or execute or see those particular people. They don't even want to talk to these other people. It don't matter if you all in my face and you ruining my life and this person is the one I know you doing this. Or when I be talking about the mommy water energy and shit like this, I know that that's just that's that shit that's just right there. Like get the fuck off, But determining. That's not the determining factor or the determining energy um, when dealing with these particular people or beings. I was just sitting here thinking about it. It normally doesn't have anything to do with that. It's almost like hunting, or it's almost like yeah, that's the next thing that I can compare it to when you see that your life has been shattered by these vampiric energies. Um, God is gonna tell you when it's time to take a step or a leap of faith, and God ain't gonna be coming through you channeling through no music box like Pandora or nothing like this. So a lot of these people are saying, well, didn't you know this is the person or that's the person or we was about to let you no motherfucker, whatever is due for me is due for me. I'm that motherfucker. Ain't nobody get that's another thing about the high value energy. Can't nobody tell you nothing about that shit right there. I've seen enough. Now somebody trying to say, well, maybe we can fit you in here or maybe we can no. Maybe we can fit you in here, fit you in there or something like this. No. Maybe you can get the fuck out my way because you sitting on my it's like that's you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, I've had enough of this. All right. These people with these changed identities and all this shit, I've had enough already now. Knock it off. Some of these women also have been passed through um, these family lines or, you know, these brothers or whatever like this as well. That's another thing that I mean, you could try to convince me if you're in a cult or something like this, maybe in a cult that's like this, but a real high value woman, you already know. You would already know right there. Like, see, that's why I feel. I feel like somebody would have been passed through a cult or something, so they had to scavenge through your life and try to figure out something that you done wrong or something like this. I don't see about these people that been like put a family unit inside of a powerful position, knowing that that family the DNA is not that strong or they're not high value people or they're not but somebody like put this family there and then they bring them in front of you like 10 years later, and now these people are rich and snooty and everything, but you can still see through them. You haven't had nothing. You could be even in swaller, and you could still end up being the high value person out of the two. And again, have they been given everything? Because most of these people are compromised or had to sign something or sign over something to get in these positions. There's strings attached. There's compromise. There's something. There's a lot of it. This is the way you ever see some movies or see something when they're like, well, this is the way that we do it. This is the way that we know it. This is our way, our way. A alpha energy or one of these alpha sigma or one of these, they don't want to do it the way nobody else is doing it. Like I told you, somebody trying to scoot you, like, or me or whoever this is, into like doing something like, oh, just go ahead, let's start over right now and just start a YouTube channel. Fuck you. I'm not playing with y'all. This ain't that. I am not about to be playing with this. Listen, do you know how oversaturated? I can't stand shit that's oversaturated. You know how oversaturated it is right now for somebody to be starting some channel doing anything. All this shit is oversaturated. You could type in something right now like how to sew this. It's about 25,000 videos about how to fuck. I ain't doing it. I don't even want to. If I was going into my greatness because I'm chosen and somebody stole my opportunities from me or something, I don't even want to go and end up being one of them baby mamas of a rapper. That shit is overrated. I'm not about to be, you get what I'm saying? None of this shit. I'm not about to be somebody that was, a popular YouTuber and then I got called to be on like a MTV or something for an interview. I don't want none of that shit. I don't want to be somebody that end up coming up on Oprah show or Jennifer Hudson or none of these motherfucking shows. I don't want none of that shit. Or these people like this. What's it? I think they got the new Sherry Shepherd or Sherry show. I know the sacrifices these people made, even when it comes to my situation, so they can continue to keep coming here and standing in front of your fucking face on my motherfucking dime. I don't want it. Those are the motherfuckers that got compromised and said, oh, okay, I see what happened here, y'all. Okay, but you did have my best. No, the fuck you didn't. Because if you had my best interest in whatever, I would be at the front lining thing on my. And again, the fact that these people waited until they ruined whatever little thing that you did have built, say for me, it was my family. Okay. Or they came and shook the family or something, shook the family up or something like this, or that foundation, in order for you to start showing your face again, or having that big daddy grin, or you know to finally get Grammys and shit. So this was a big for somebody, is a big sacrifice for these motherfuckers right here, for them to get some type of recognition or fame or something like this or whatever this is. A high value person can see through that, and they don't want shit to do with that, and they gonna call that out, and they gonna say fuck that. They don't give a fuck who mad at them or who hit back. They gonna say that. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can't take somebody's energy on this earth, and it's their job and their mission to fuck you up on a day-to-day basis so they can look better than you, so they can have a reason why they left you behind, so they can have a reason why they closed the door, they gave out the last little grant or something like this, and with your fucking money or with your come up or whatever this is. They need a reason. Mm. Somebody don't like that. This could be somebody that could be jealous because they wish that they stood in that energy that you stood in when you was 15. But when they was 15, they didn't stand in that energy. They didn't get in that energy until they got older in their 30s or something to stand up for themselves or do this or that, X, Y, and Z. See? Cause I think about how I walk around this motherfucker and I didn't even know if I knew God, if God cared about me, if God loved me. I just know sometimes the way I think can be godly. So if somebody had access to my brain, even the parts that I haven't even had access to, I already know that you came by for a refill. Somebody's name could be Scott, Francis Key Scott. Somebody's name could be Scott. We always talk about is it what these people can make you the masses think. The masses think you a slob. The masses don't know why you sleep on the couch every day. The masses think why is your blanket dirty. The masses think, and this is like okay. Matter of fact, I don't know. I keep getting something about this blanket or something. Maybe somebody's blanket or somebody's couch or somebody's bed or something. You could have some evidence on under in your bed or something like this. I don't know how that works because a lot of these people have lost the access that they were having to like I'm guessing there could be levels to it when we talking about like travel or spacecrafts or air travel or air transportation or something like this. Like the season for the big bustle is over. So now people got to call in a couple little favors. You know what I'm saying? Somebody stopped you from being able to, is what I'm picking up. Like when this hustle and bustle, it was for you to be like in main contact or a captain on the ship or something and be calling the shots. But somebody kept you off the ship and was calling all the shots for you to make sure that you would be like in a depleted energy or something like this, or you need these favors, like all these other people. But your own core energy was not asking for any favors. You were sitting here chilling. You didn't ask for anything. So you should have many favors left. If there was some, if this was like something about financial free like a financial something like this ain't actual money, right? That was being spent. You all these people could have burned through all of they money, they gifts, their little, the what was that called on that show? Who wants to be a millionaire or something? Like your laugh lifeline or things like this. You didn't touch none of your stuff. You one of them people that sit there and just starve and sit there and just do this and sit there and keep all your little things to the side. But somebody could have been digging in your shit. That's what I said about it seemed like there's a social credit system where some of us that were just in the mix, like in the can or in the paint, just doing, whatever we were called to do at that time and whatever, however it was resonating with the world or the rest of the world, you were getting some type of, I don't know. I don't know. I want to say somebody want to say Bitcoin, but I don't think that is that. Um, just like your energy alone was producing some type of abundance, okay? And somebody else was spending that. Like this is coming from your soul. This is coming from your DNA. This is like about you. And somebody else was fucking with that. Could be something as small as the fact that you never done a crime. Like I told y'all before about your fingerprint. Somebody might not have never had a fingerprint down at the police station, right? And so somebody found out about that. And then they decided to get arrested in your name and use the fingerprint. So now there's a fingerprint on there, but it's not your fingerprint. It's somebody else. It's the person that wants your life or want to take your position. It's their fingerprint. So even if you go to jail and get your fingerprint scanned, it's not going to come up with that name. Somebody else's name is going to come up with your fingerprint. And somebody's like, damn, that could be the problem right there. Like, man, we might not be able to get through that because how you gonna fight for your identity? What else can you do? You know. And I know these other people have these databases with our DNA and everything like this in it or something like this. And then for me, I think for play, we went to a prison or something like this. We went to a prison or something like this as children for I could have swore. I mean, I be thinking, damn, was this a dream? Because now I don't remember the memory as vivid as I used to be able to. Um, but I could have sworn we went there. And the only thing that I can really remember is walking through there, right? And then the only other thing is the fingerprint. Okay. The only other thing is the fingerprint that I remember. Like it's those little things that seared in my brain. Something is the last, like the needle in the haystack or something like this. For somebody, that could be a thing. Like that one little thing save something, is going to save something, is one little thing like that. But like somebody's going to have to go, somebody will have to go all the way back through your records or something. But um yeah, because I look at it as like a layered thing or a layered cake or something like this. There could be people from all these different layers listening to these messages that we put out. Say that triggers something here. Okay, for somebody to look at something a little bit differently. But one thing I want to say before I leave off this live is that the thing about a high value woman, it don't matter what the fuck is going on. Can't nobody tell her that she ain't. It's something that's born and bred into you. So they can try to keep you away from your highness all your life. But people know when fucking with you that you carry something that some of these people that claiming that they is ain't. Most people don't want to come up to you at all in real life, in this real fake life right here. But I could also say that it's a balance with me because high value doesn't mean snooty. It doesn't mean unapproachable. It doesn't mean, ugh, oh my goodness, what are we doing here with these people? It doesn't mean any of that because I also am an energy that when I go places, people tend to gravitate towards me and talk to me. The grocery line, whatever this is, people want to have a little bit of a more extended conversation. So it don't have nothing to be with being a bitch either, or being cold or cold in the face or any of that, or being hard faced. It don't have nothing to do with being any of that. High value don't have nothing to do with the physical appearance or things like this around you. But if you think about when people use that term, the first thing that you're going to think about is somebody with like a nice suit or a girl that got like a perfect body, 36, 20, whatever the fuck it is. Okay. That's the first thing that's going to come to your mind. Something about a high value person, you can see low value people even when they have all those things. You could look, you could see who's low value even when they have all those things. So what you have is a whole bunch of people that's pretending to be high value or pretend to be something that they're not, that are in the way of somebody that is that, that needs their spot back, like ASAP. You know. And I noticed that there's a anger thing here, an anger management thing, tit for tat. People that have the upper hand because of where they sit, swooping down and trying to hurt or harm other people or something like this, like for payback because you told the truth about something and people looking at them a little bit different now. What do you think this is? This is like with these people, it's like these people are the Great Wall of China. And this is just somebody is here to chip that shit down. What do you think it's supposed to look like? My words may pierce 20 people today because of what I'm saying and what they know to be true or something, what they're hiding or something like this. I have to worry about these people. I don't even know these people. I'm not using no names in this video or anything. I had to worry about these people using their technology and mechanics and their warfare and things like this against me. I don't have any of that stuff right here with me. If there's a team fighting for me or throwing water balloons from the other side behind my back that I don't know about. Okay, gratitude to them, but I don't know about it. A high value person that don't give a fuck who's around, they're gonna say what they gotta say when they think they need to say it. Because people could see you that little shit and say, "Oh well, a smart person knows when to play stupid sometimes." And you know what? And when you in this type of battle, you gonna say you know when to say what the fuck. They know. You see what I'm saying? These people about strategy and playing games and shit. Nobody got time for that. It is what it is. When I said it, how I said it. It's like really sometimes you just be sitting here like I done seen the game. Like, why y'all still playing? This shit is ridiculous. I don't stop. I don't listen to, I don't play pointers. I don't sit there and plot and shit like this. It is what it is. I'm like a whirlwind or something. Motherfucker, like, you gonna get, I woke up and I felt like I wanted to say this message. Somebody say, see, dang, you shouldn't have said that message. You almost made it. Or we almost, look, it's a reason why I put this message out right now, today, at this time, whatever this is. Do you understand? Just like it's a reason why you doing what the fuck you doing, it's a reason why. And it's got something to do with more than just me. It's a reason why this message is going out. Because somebody, whatever these people are doing, they keep on trying to act like, oh, dang, we just made it. Oh, we almost did it. Or, bop, 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 whatever this is. You know, it's probably this is the millionth time or the thousandth time. And somebody saying, damn, we almost, no, you're doing that shit on purpose. Like, enough. Just somebody that likes to be there too. They be like, damn, you almost did it. You did it. You did it a million times over. Somebody playing in somebody's face and you going to get your ass handled. Whatever this is that we talking about. Could be just in general for anybody. Could be some specific. You see how I said that? In general for anybody, but it could be something specific. I really think that somebody brainwashed like a whole community of people. I really do. Back in the 90s or something, sometime they did some kind of experiment. Like the people that you was in it with in the 90s, they could have been brainwashed, and then they said, this is not, Shalonda, or this is not this person, whatever, whatever. This is this person, and this is this person. And then everybody said, okay. And that's what I really think happened. Or this is not the son of God. This is the son of God. Like somebody did some kind of experiment or something. And that's what we're here to talk about and tear down today. Somebody is sick. Somebody is sick. Somebody was in secret competition with their daughter or their son or their somebody's mother or grandma was in secret competition with you. And the way they did this is by giving to everybody else in the family instead of giving this big lump sum of something to you. It's like supposed to be a sacred thing before a grandmother and a grandchild, but they've been doing it like this for centuries or something like this. But with you, somebody said, you know what? Let me take this and disperse it with all these other children. Let them be overpowered, that we know that they hate and jealous and disgusted of this child because they knew about her blessing and she didn't know, or he didn't know since a child. Let us, somebody likes to see people be tortured or something too. Let us give it to these other ones. I just heard, how low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? Somebody collected all of the haters that even was jealous of you a little bit and empowered them with um your reign, your wealth or abundance, with your children, with whatever you created on this earth or you thought you did. They have done that. It's a hack.